Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta, a brand new live news show where we're bringing you all the hottest stories across the city. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's and Million.
Hey. And
we are still kind of getting through Ice Apocalypse. You know, everybody made it through yesterday.
Oh. No.
But there were a couple of problems around the metro. In fact, last night, Atlanta Fire actually had to go to Midtown, the 11th Street and Crescent Avenue, because people heard an explosion and a fire that happened apparently underground, and it knocked out power for thousands of people.
Oh, wow.
And we're still waiting for more details to come out about that. But anytime you get this cold, you know, you start hearing about fires and stuff like that. And anybody who also has their power out when it's this cold, I mean, those people probably thrilled they prepared.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we say it's all jokes and stuff like that, but, you know, some people are probably really happy. They got all that bread and milk. But also something really cool, Georgia Power has been saying that they've been on it. Any power outages that have happened that they're trying to quickly tackle. In fact, they said that they are going to not do any disconnections starting last Friday the 23rd and going through Thursday, January 29th, just to make sure, you know, everybody is fine and doesn't have that power cut off in the middle of all this. But they've been working hard out there. We have some pictures, in fact, and videos of just how it's been for them out there. And I've never thought about being a Georgia Power worker, but I mean, it's nasty what they got to do. You know what I mean? It's probably cold. It's probably scary. They're dealing with, like, you know, power lines and stuff. That's a hard job, man.
Did they give did they give any like discounts on power going out? Because my if y'all did, my power went out. My power went out. It went out for hours.
Mine was flickering a little bit. You know, at least a couple of cents.
That's at least 25 to 20. You know what I'm saying? Listen now.
I'm trying to tell you.
Look.
As Rondell would say.
Yeah, understand me. Come on now.
Yes, so we are keeping an eye on that. And then, of course, if there are any other major power outages, we'll let you know. But just a quick look of Georgia Power's outage map. It kind of looks like a lot of people are in pretty decent shape. And then again, anything else they're going to get to quickly. We do have an update on really a tragic story that we were talking about yesterday. And it was the story about the 4 adults who were found shot and killed inside of a home in Lawrenceville. And a child ended up calling the police. It was a 12-year-old child.
Yeah, it was. So like you said, this is an update from the story yesterday. The story we reported on, 4 adults were found shot and killed inside a home on the 100 block of Brook Ivy Court. Police were called to the home around 2:30 a.m. Friday by a 12-year-old. And this child is reported to be the child is reported to be the child of the suspect at hand. So the suspect was a father. Police said the shooting followed an argument between Kumar and Dogra. That's the suspect and his wife. The suspect is
Vijay Kumar.
Yep, it's the suspect and his wife, Dogra, at their Atlanta home earlier in the night. After the argument, the couple traveled with the 12-year-old to the Lawrenceville residence where extended family members lived. What happened inside the home that led to the shooting remains unclear. So we're still trying to figure out exactly what it was that caused the argument. But again, 4 adults was killed, and then the children was found in a closet, and the 12-year-old had called the police. This is like one of the most traumatizing stories that I think we've tackled so far.
Oh yeah. No, it's horrifying. I mean, to imagine just being the child who's now lost your mom and other extended family members, and your father is now going to jail, you know, accused in all of this. And police are saying that he was found behind the house, kind of in a wooded area, and arrested. And like you said, the kids were found in a closet. His own child had to call the police on what he had allegedly done. I mean, it really is, it's horrifying, you know?
Very much so. I mean, you look at, it's tough because men's mental health needs to be taken a little bit more seriously. And I only say this because I'm seeing a lot of like men not going, but specifically like husbands that don't go to get help in these situations with their wives. I'm not saying that, you know, the wife is the one that caused the incident or anything like that. But what I am saying is, like, fellas, you have mental health also. You have a mental health that needs to be taken care of also. If your wife is going to therapy, and even if she's not, you need to be doing that also. This is a really tragic incident. Really tragic.
Yeah,
broke my heart.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on that as the details unfold there. But we can tell you that he has been charged, of course, with murder and with child cruelty, because he's done that in front of all those kids. And as we actually were talking about the other day, just doing certain crimes in front of kids.
I didn't know that.
Counts as child cruelty.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either, but, you know, that's something to be said for, you know, at least how seriously we take that.
Right.
Like, you know, these kids are going to be traumatized forever. We're talking about what the ages like 7, 10, 12. These are young kids. So we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, you know, scammers are going to scam here in Atlanta. We all know this. 4 people just got busted for selling fake merch at Cumberland Mall. And I feel like somebody probably is pissed about this today.
Well, I don't know why people keep buying from the kiosk.
Do you think, okay, I guess that's what I don't know. I'm assuming that people know it's fake and then they're just getting a deal on it. Is that not what's happening?
I don't know, but I've never bought from any kiosk in the middle of the mall
know,
ever.
neither.
Because I just automatically assume like everything you're selling me, it's fake. Like I never once, I don't know. But anyway, 4 people are charged with selling counterfeit and trademark infringing items at a kiosk inside Cumberland Mall. Total approximate amount, y'all are not going to believe this, how much this is. $4 million, $152,085.
What?
Yes, bruh. They sold $4 million worth of fake stuff.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, so they were passing it off clearly as like
real,
legit
as
good
real
stuff.
Yeah, that's why they sold it so high. So the defendants are Hamdia Dina, MD Manzu Ruzaman, Kanwal Ranjana, John Shiro Rossels. And yeah, that was some names, boy.
I was going to say, you're very bold for trying. None of those, I believe, are correct.
But I tried them.
You tried them, and that's all that we can do.
You know what I mean?
That's all we can do.
I use my reading context clues, and I try to break it down in syllables.
You know what? They're suspects, so we don't have to treat their names with dignity because they're accused of not treating the streets with dignity. Do you know these kiosks? Tropics Aurora. They got 2 of them. And that's about, what, $3,400,000 there. Jewelry galore, 2, and then cool shades. So I don't know what Tropics Aurora is, but at least we're talking about jewelry and sunglasses. And yeah, man, I would be pissed if I thought, you know, I got some real cool shades. They're real. And then you tell me you probably got this off Temu?
Ain't no way.
I don't know that. That was a joke.
Ain't no way y'all are still buying from the kiosk though, bruh. Ain't nobody in the middle of the mall selling real stuff. I saw somebody over in the middle of the mall selling Jordan slippers. Jordan don't even make slippers. What? What?
Which is also why I would have thought that it wasn't illegal, because they're doing it like in plain sight, where it's like, is this just cool with everybody?
Right.
I guess. I mean, they're not in trouble, but here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep quiet over here because
Let me tell you, you worked at a kiosk?
No, I didn't.
I was about to say, bruh. You don't work everywhere. You worked at a kiosk too?
No, I ain't working no kiosk.
Okay,
bro.
right, my bad.
Dang, bro, you only see a specific type of person working in them kiosks. That's what I was about to say. They kind of look familiar. I remember I've been burnt a couple of times trying to calling myself buying from over there, buying some real jewelry. In high school, this is how you know that your jewelry is fake. If it's weight and feel, if it's like not dense and heavy, the makeup test, apply liquid foundation to your skin. But this one is me. I went into the shower with my fake gold necklace.
I already know what happened.
And I came out itchy. I was scratching, dog. I was scratching. I'm like, this is weird, you know? And then couple more times in the shower, it turned green. My neck started turning green.
I knew it.
Bruh. It starts burning though. It's like an itchy burn, but it's like I wanted to, I'm trying to flex in high school. I'm trying to flex, but
listen.
Green.
It's crazy because, with women's jewelry, you kind of just like know it's fake
exactly
most of the time. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you're not spending that much money on it because you know, it's just for fashion. It's not, whatever. If it ends up turning your ears green, it's probably bad at that point. Throw it away, doesn't matter. The fact that people are potentially spending a lot of money thinking I'm getting something good and going down like this, whoo boy, I'd be pissed.
Bruh, I done went to the kiosk one time and just went over there just to look at stuff. Dude tried to sell me a pair of Burberry glasses. The Burberry was blueberry. It had a blueberry on the side. I lie to you not. It said blueberry instead of Burberry. And I looked at him. I was like, hey, bro, these not Burberry. He was like, no, Burberry. I was like, no.
And they try to gaslight you.
Trying to tell me I'm wrong. I know what I'm looking at. This clearly says blueberry, dog. Don't say Burberry.
He tried to convince you that was the real brand.
Yeah, bro.
No, it's called blueberry, for real.
It's new. It's out of Italy. It's new. No, it's not.
They have the nerve to tell you look good, my friend. You look good. Yeah. Like, no, bro, don't do that to me, bro. 4 million, congratulations. They need to go to jail. Send them under the prison.
I thought you were about to say congratulations to them.
No,
doing that.
no.
Facts.
I mean,
I'm actually surprised they got so much money because, to your point, I've never gone in the mall for something and then ended up at a kiosk. Like, I just really need something from this kiosk today.
Yeah.
How did they even get $4 million to begin with?
Listen, man, I treat kiosk people. Don't shoot me when I say that. I treat kiosk people like homeless people sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Don't give them. Don't look them in the eye.
Can't look them in the eye.
Don't give them no money.
You really can't.
Hey, throw your hands up like this. I ain't got it. Put my phone out and be like I'm on the phone. I ain't talking to nobody. It's sad.
You do have to.
It's sad. It's sad. I'm sorry I do that to y'all. And if you're a kiosk worker, I apologize because we treat y'all like trash.
But at the same time, as soon as you lock eyes,
it's a wrap.
You get the pitch.
Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm. The ones in Atlanta are like the kiosks in Atlanta, especially, are like abnormally aggressive.
Very.
Like even if you do have your head in the phone or you acting like you on a phone call, they'll stop you.
For sure.
My friend. I'm just like, no, bro, chill.
I'm not your friend.
Hey, bro, they might even just. And the ones that irritate me the most is the shoes. When they actually come up with the little phone, they shake it up, and you could be mid walk. They gonna spray your shoe down and wipe you down, make you feel terrible. You gonna make me do all this work? You ain't gonna tip me at least?
No.
Like, dang,
right?
Bro.
I didn't tell you to side.
Yeah,
Hey.
that was you.
Right. Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
telling you, bro. Them kiosks is so aggravating, bro. I've stopped going to the mall because of them.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, man, as we talk about ICE around the country, we are dealing with different ICE-related stories here as well. And some people, of course, are thrilled about what ICE is doing. I've actually heard calls recently for ICE to come to Atlanta. And so, we'll see how that kind of plays out. But there's one story that's kind of making the rounds right now because there was a pregnant woman who was just deported from Atlanta, despite the fact that she was kind of in medical distress. So when you kind of hear that to begin with, I'm sure you could think any number of things. Number one, why was this person potentially trying to have their baby here in the United States? Number two, this person was in medical distress. Why are we, putting her through more trauma?
Right.
Okay, so the story here is that this woman who is a Colombian, she's a 21-year-old Colombian who was 8 months pregnant. So she would have been showing, presumably, if she were 8 months pregnant. And she was deported to Colombia on Wednesday, according to her attorney. Apparently, her and her mom came into the country back in November and requested asylum. They said that basically her father had been killed after he had publicly confronted corruption, and during the asylum and screening process, her mom was found to have credible fear and they were allowed to apply for asylum, and Ortiz was placed into expedited removal proceedings. So Ortiz was being held in ICE custody and then transported to Atlanta for deportation, and her legal team was trying to say, hey, we got to get involved here, like, please don't do this. And in the end, it really just didn't work. You know what I mean? Right. For her, her attorney says that she was experiencing a medical distress at the time she was being deported, and she was already placed on a plane. It didn't matter.
Right. She right now she's still in Colombia. They're just trying to get her medical care right now. It's unfortunate. It really is, especially because she was there to seek asylum. And the thing that when I was reading the story that was really interesting is that the judge the judge did actually say that, hey, we're going to keep her here.
Yeah.
But it was too late. Like, ICE had already deported her before it even, before she already touched the plane by the time. So it's an unfortunate situation for sure.
Being that most of these ICE agents are, I don't want to categorize, I don't want to say this and sound bad saying it, but being that they are one-sided type of people. Like they are this side, whatever that side is. We all probably know what side that is. They are this side, and that side usually, and that side, the right side, that side usually is pro-life, pro this. So as somebody that is pregnant, you would think that you would treat this lady with a little bit more, something of substance because she is carrying a baby. And for you to be somebody that is pro-life and not pro-death, you would probably treat her with just a little bit more respect and a little bit more, hey, this lady has a baby, so let's kind of take care of her a little bit more. So what is that? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
That's a very interesting point. I never really thought about like kind of how the pro-life crowd feels about really all the things that we're seeing. Because even if you do support getting illegal immigrant criminals out of the country, as soon as you know that it's also applying to non-criminals who are just illegally here in this country, the way that they're being removed is not really, pro-life. Like you can be pro-life and wanting somebody to be able to be born, but what about the life when they're living? Do they not matter anymore? That is an interesting point.
I would argue, and I hate to say it, but you're saying the illegal immigrants that aren't committing crimes, it's like counterproductive because you broke a crime as soon as you entered the country illegally. That's at least how I interpret the law as. You came here illegally and you broke the law. Should they have treated her with a little bit more respect? Yes, because I'm seeing in the story that she was detained at the time in Louisiana or Illinois, one of the two. No, it was Louisiana. She was detained there, and she was pregnant at the time also. So it's like, dang, how are we going to keep her in an ICE facility while she's pregnant? But at the same time, it's like, you kind of should have known what you was getting yourself into. Like, this is the risk that you took. It's unfortunate. I'm just trying to look at it from a legal standpoint, though. It's like, you broke the law as soon as you entered in. Why would you put your child in that type of situation? But then when you take into the different caveats, like she also, her dad was killed in Colombia because her dad was fighting against the corrupt system. So it's just sick. It's unfortunate, but the law is the law, So
I don't know, do we know if she came in legally based on the fact that her mom came in seeking asylum and came in legally? Because we know that ICE has been arresting immigrants as they're showing up for court cases, so they could potentially be here legally. Right. You know what I mean? So it's not just that they're all here illegally, that they're, who are getting deported. Everybody's finding themselves hogtied and, just trapped in buildings and accosted. And, even if I'm showing up and trying to do the process right, whether I'm at the house or at the courthouse. So, I mean, I don't know if you can really make that argument as, just like a black and white thing that's happening.
You're right. And it's none of it is black and white. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're completely right when it comes to that. None of it is black and white. It's completely gray. Colombians, I'm looking at it right now, and correction on my end, but Colombians can and do seek asylum internationally due to ongoing violence and political instability, with over 102,000 people applying worldwide in 2024. So she probably was one of those people that was seeking asylum. It's still a developing story. Yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. That you're right. If she was seeking asylum and they was waiting and there was supposed to be a process, there's no reason why you should have sent her out of the country. Yeah.
I mean, it's a sticky topic. Everybody's got thoughts. Some people just feel like it doesn't matter. They shouldn't be here. It does, who cares? And we don't want the baby born in the United States because the baby's going to be, people think it's like a whole like trap kind of situation. I don't think some of those comments are very humane. You know what I mean? Because if somebody's saying, I fled my country, I'm here because I'm scared to go back and I'm pregnant. And you're like, bump you. I don't care. We don't want you. You're illegally here. Good luck.
That's wild.
Good riddance. It's like, geez, is that what we're doing here?
Wild.
So the argument to that is just my only argument I can't really actually say is like, so if there's already people that's trying to seek asylum and Colombia is such a bad place, then why not let America just come over and govern your system then? What's the issue with doing that? Because if it's such a bad place for a lot of people and it's being run by drug cartels, then wouldn't you want America? So you don't have to worry about coming to America to seek asylum. You would already be an American citizen.
The U.S. works with Colombia, so they have a partnership that kind of got, muddied with the whole Maduro thing. But historically, those our two countries have worked together. And I will also say some people will say that the U.S. puts sanctions on all these countries and then is shocked when their economy fails and people start to flee because of the U.S. sanctions. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of responsible for why your people are fleeing in the first place. And now I'm going to go, make it worse on you guys or say maybe I should come in and step in and fix this when I kind of caused the problem to begin with. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where I think some people might have some pushback.
I hear it.
But moving on, because we do talk a lot about ICE. It's a big story.
Yeah,
you know what
huge.
I mean? It's like huge. The story, I think, right now of our lifetime at this point.
Huge.
It's like, we'll be telling our kids about like how 100%. All this went down. It's really interesting. Also interesting, there is some potentially contaminated kerosene sold here in Metro Atlanta that could cause an explosion, apparently.
Yeah. So I'll get that up, but do you guys know what kerosene is used for?
Yeah, lighting the little
lighting
stuff.
Things. Yeah, on fire.
Yeah, just lighting stuff. Yeah. Just light. I was trying to find out what it lights, but just light stuff. Yeah, just light stuff.
Yeah, so kerosene is used in home heaters and lamps, especially during colder months. Gasoline has a much lower flash point than kerosene, and it's used to gasoline ignites more easily. So during a routine fuel inspection, the Georgia Department of Agriculture identified possible gasoline contamination inside of the kerosene that was being sold at a Chevron station in Gainesville. Again, gasoline inside of kerosene makes it more able to light on fire. So it's extremely dangerous. It could cause explosions. And state inspectors found that kerosene sold at the location was possibly contaminated with gasoline. And officials warned that gasoline contaminated kerosene can cause fires and explosions. So just be careful. If you bought some kerosene around the Gainesville area, you might want to go and return it.
Well, you're talking about Gainesville. They probably about to have a ball with that. They live in the woods. They about to have a ball. Kerosene fire, blow up. But
a ball or a terrible time.
Yeah. Either one. Either one.
Because officials are saying that if you got this, don't use it under any circumstances. So this is so serious, which is crazy because people were literally stocking up on this stuff because of Ice-Mageddon.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is the worst possible time for you to, oops, it might cause an explosion if you use this.
Everybody's house is blowing up.
Just, boom, another one. Yeah. Boom, another one.
Yeah. And then look, they come through and they make a resort. Like how they, hey, look. Now I'm starting to learn these things now.
Starting to see how they move.
Starting to see what's going on. My third eye is open.
Yeah, so the gas station is offering refunds to the customers that did buy the kerosene. So just be careful. Like I said, be careful.
At the same time, did they say which Chevron is in Gainesville that had this? Because Chevron's not going to send you an email hey, you were the one who bought it from here. So how would you possibly know anybody who bought it from any Chevron in the city of Gainesville?
It's like the Chevron's just down the street. Just if you go to this Chevron and then you go to this Chevron and then you go to this Chevron, just matter of fact, go to all the Chevrons.
All the Chevrons.
Yeah, go to all the Chevrons. Figure out which one is it, and then
Shoot, at this point, even if I didn't get it at Chevron, if I knew the brand, I'd be like, I bought this from here. Just give me my money back.
Get my money back, bro.
Because I don't need it anymore. Ice-Mageddon's over.
That's done.
Shoot, at least get a little money back from it.
Straight up. I don't even think they take returns at gas stations though, Lana.
That's what they're saying. They'll have to refund you.
Oh, they will.
Right? If you gave them something that could literally blow your house up, and you're telling me not to use it? Yeah, a gas station offering refunds to affected customers.
There it goes.
Hey, you better give me my money back. What do you mean you just gave me a bomb that I can't use?
Low key.
Dang, they just gave people bombs. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Folks was lit.
Low key.
Y'all didn't hear from us.
Didn't hear it.
Y'all didn't hear from us.
Man, okay, so this is really interesting. We know our officers have a very tough job, and actually the Fayette County Sheriff's Department just dropped a video of a high-speed chase they had to deal with a couple days ago. So why don't we just show you this? This was apparently a result of getting a couple of calls about, my gosh. Dang, my gosh. This was a result of them getting calls about a stolen vehicle, and then they saw one that matched the description of that vehicle. So, this red SUV here. So They try to stop this car, but it doesn't work. They obviously just take off down the road. In fact, can you just play that again just to give people one more look? Drove past the officer, so they tried to do a traffic stop. Vehicle refused to stop. They end up in this situation right here. And actually, the officer was about to give up and about to say, like, hey, it is what it is. But then it flipped.
Yo.
They said it reached high speeds of over 115 miles an hour. 115 on that road, miles an hour.
Now, I have always, and I never want to get into a situation, but I've always had like dreams of getting in a high speed chase. Like what that would feel like to like outrun the police. Have y'all never had like that thought of like, man, what if I just stepped on the gas real quick, like as a police coming up to your car, and it's like all I got to do is press the gas and leave, and I'm out of here.
You a YN for real?
Hey, bro, I've always had like dreams of like just driving away and just getting in a high speed chase. Never want to, by the way, but always had like, man, that'll be fun.
I was like last year old when I realized that we could actually run from the police. Like people with nice cars, Hellcats, could actually like get away.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
At one point in time, the police would stop.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought they just kept on going and kept on trying to hound you until they found you.
GSP don't stop, so do not try to outrun GSP. Hey, everybody out there, do not try to outrun GSP because they will. They got it. I mean, their gas is just refill itself. I don't even know. The gas tank refill itself. It don't run out of gas because they will not stop until they get you, bro. Like at all. So
Dang.
do not try to outrun GSP at all.
The driver was a 17-year-old.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
According to police.
Dang.
Yeah, man. These people have a death wish. Some of these kids, boy,
They don't have any fear.
no fear.
They don't have any fear.
I mean, it's insane. But
17? Sheesh.
yeah, we do have to leave it right there. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Got a lot of interesting stories to talk about this last half hour here. Atlanta's top veneer specialist says he is not guilty of a long list of charges.
About 100.
But the big ones, he didn't do it, he says.
A long list. So a lot of y'all remember this story. Brandon Dillard marketed himself as Atlanta's top veneer specialist. He ran this cosmetic business under names like A-List Smiles, Atlanta, and related brands from 2021 to 2024. And I know a lot of y'all probably got y'all teeth done by this man. And look at this. I would never in my life let no light-skinned man who put a filter on put
He
teeth in
looks
my
like
mouth.
a nice, upstanding gentleman.
Yeah,
Facts.
whatever. That is wild. But anyway, he ended up pleading not guilty to over 100 charges.
Sheesh.
Over 100. Total count, to be quite specific, is 113.
Wow.
So I'll just run you down a few of those accounts. Okay. 1 count of violation of Georgia RICO Act, 54 counts of theft by deception,
RICO.
24 counts of practicing dentistry without a license, 2 counts of practicing medicine without a license, 21 counts of battery. Wait a minute, battery?
Battery is crazy.
What does he want?
21 counts?
God, dog. 6 counts of possession of dangerous drugs, 1 count of theft by taking, 1 count of commercial gambling, 1 count of conspiracy to commit insurance fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to defraud subdivision of state, 1 count of criminal solicitation to commit a felony. Boy, yeah, Brandon Dillard.
That is crazy.
My
bro.
boy, that's wild. And I mean, all jokes aside, I do know people that went to him to get their teeth.
What, him specifically?
Really?
Yeah, man,
Whoa.
I do know a ton, man. Like when the veneer boom happened and everybody was like getting veneers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there was a bunch of techs out there that were, claiming to be specialists and stuff, and especially in Atlanta,
Yeah.
everybody
Oh,
was
yeah.
a BBL tech, a this tech, a that. Everybody. So nobody was really paying, real money to real doctors.
Yeah.
They were all going to side people. So yeah, man, you could have made a killing if you were a veneer tech and just running it out your crib.
Just figuring it out,
Yeah,
apparently.
man.
Did the people who went to him look good afterwards?
Oh yeah, their teeth look great.
Oh.
But I don't know how they look now. I mean,
Yeah, you know, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with I think veneers have a lifespan of like 10 to 15 years, and after that, you got to get them redone.
Boy.
Yeah.
So I did just look it up because I was also trying to figure out how battery happens. Because I was thinking maybe if somebody got hurt during the process, like if you nick something, maybe they count as battery. And yeah, it says each act of unwanted or harmful physical contact during treatment can be charged as battery.
Really? They said he made millions. Like millions of dollars
That's
off of this.
crazy.
That's
Millions
wild.
of dollars off of this. They said he made. So well, go ahead.
Well, so they're basically saying that he didn't have a license. Well, actually, I'm looking. It says veneer technicians are generally unlicensed individuals, often with only a few days of training, who apply veneers without formal dental qualifications. Legally and medically, only licensed dentists should apply veneers. So if you go into a veneer tech,
Wait, what?
yeah, your veneer tech, like veneer tech isn't a thing, basically, y'all.
Yeah, that sounds like it's something you made up. But I still think you have to have a license to be a dentist, though.
Yeah, you have to have a license to be a dentist. Did he have a license to be a dentist at all?
No. But I'm also like you got to have some type of license to work on people's mouths.
Wait, yeah, you're saying it's legal?
No, I'm saying it's illegal. Like a veneer tech. So
veneer tech, the job is illegal.
Yeah, that is like not a thing. Basically, it's unlicensed individuals usually.
Okay. I thought you were saying like that was like a thing. And this is like everybody knows this. I'm like, I didn't know that.
Dentists are supposed to be the only ones that do this. So he was claiming he was a veneer tech.
He was
or
claiming to
something?
be a veneer tech.
What the world? We really just sat there and made that up.
A veneer specialist, as one would say. That was just his claim to be a veneer specialist. But he probably was like, hey, I'm a dentist. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he was like, I'm a veneer. That's like his Instagram bio. You know, top veneer specialist. You know what I'm saying?
He made that up though. That's so crazy.
I mean, yeah, he definitely did. But hey.
That is not a thing, y'all. Only dentists are supposed to be putting stuff in your teeth. Did you go to a dentist or a veneer tech?
I went to a dentist. Yeah. These are
Ding!
done. These are done.
Oh man, that is crazy.
You know, it took me actually years to even be able to tell people have veneers. I low key still can't tell.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, some people, you know,
we've got them big old rabbit white
on
ones.
steaks.
Yeah.
But some people just look they just look good teeth. Like they look like good teeth.
Did mine look normal?
Smile?
Yeah, they did.
I would never know.
Yeah.
Never in a million years.
Yeah.
I could tell.
No, you couldn't.
No, I'm playing.
No,
they're
I
really
would
good.
say
They're
no.
really good, bro. They're
Nobody
really good.
could.
I could literally never tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, until
could.
you said it. Like one day, I was like, oh, dang, they do this really well these days.
So with it lasting only 10 to 15 years, you're not worried about that at all? Like,
Nah, man, I'll just go get them redone.
How does it happen? Like, what is the process? Do they have to like remove teeth? Do they put it over teeth?
So I had baby teeth in my mouth. So I had 5 baby teeth in my mouth. So they took all the baby teeth out of my. Yeah, I don't even know the condition.
So they just
it was
never
called.
fell
They
out.
just never fell out. What you laughing at, Million? Wait, what you laughing? She laughing at?
you was a grown man with baby teeth.
Yes, a grown man,
not nice.
grown man with baby teeth. Yes, and
He's like, ha ha ha.
That's crazy, dog. That's
it's all
crazy.
good. But yeah, they took all my baby teeth out, and then they shaved down the teeth that I have up here, because down here is not. All of these are real.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but just up top. So they took out those, shaved them down, and then put like bridges with veneers on top. Yeah.
So is it just like permanently white now?
Yeah. I mean, no, they could stain.
But like generally,
They don't stain. But I
Man.
got mine to match the shade of the teeth on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I didn't want mine like extra
Ding,
white.
yeah,
I didn't.
yeah.
I want my teeth to
A little
look
corny.
white, but look like normal. Like, oh, he brushes teeth every day.
that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
So I've seen that they could even fall out sometimes.
Yeah,
and
you're not
like
supposed to
now
eat
you
certain
have
things.
just like a shaved down little tooth.
Yeah.
That didn't scare you, just
Nah.
shaving down your teeth?
No, because I have so these are veneers, but they're bridges. So if one falls out, the whole thing has to fall out.
So it's like a grill almost.
Yeah, essentially, bro.
With the veneer.
With the
though.
veneer, yeah. But also, they will like you're not supposed to eat certain stuff. Like
Interesting, like
rock
what?
rock candy. I can't eat rock candy, but who? I mean,
Yeah,
who does
yeah,
rock
you're not
candy
mixing
anyway?
anything.
Like
Rock
so, like
candy?
stuff super hard. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I ain't supposed to eat nothing. You know what I mean? So
Man.
yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, they used to scare you all the time as a kid, like, oh, you can't do this. Your teeth are going to fall out. Now you got an unlimited like life hack of just perfect teeth.
Yeah, whoever invented veneers, shout out to you.
That's crazy.
Bro. Shout out to you, because I had to get my teeth fixed. I could not walk around with no more baby teeth.
And other people honestly do have baby teeth.
Yeah, for
still,
sure.
Probably so. You know, it's nothing to laugh at.
And also, veneers are not just for that. A lot of people's teeth are just bad. They have gum disease. They have, rotten teeth and stuff like that. That just are genetically, that's how they are. So, a lot of people get veneers because they literally have to. You know what I'm saying? So the veneers are always not a bad thing to get, or people, oh, you just getting veneers because you got money or you trying to do this. No, man, like some people actually need veneers.
The smile changes like absolutely everything about your face. You know what I mean?
Listen,
so it's totally a situation to me where I'm like, if you got it, get it.
Well, I know.
Because your life changed,
Trying
didn't
to
it?
tell
Boy,
you. Look,
women came out of the woodwork.
Hey, whoa, wait, hold on now. Hold on. Women did not come out the woodwork.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to gas you up.
Jeez, man, trying to get me in trouble with my fiance. So, yeah, man, your teeth do make a huge difference, bro. They make a huge, your face changes, your mood changes, like everything changes. You start getting opportunities. Shout out to Hot 97.
So with veneer techs not being a thing, I'm looking at it right now. It says that there are programs that offer 2-day non-accredited or online programs to become a veneer tech. Often they use non-professional, sometimes unsafe materials or kits from online retailers. And then they're also unrecognized by the American Dental Association. This is a scam. Mark my word, this is gonna become a thing in the next 2-3 years. What? I thought veneer techs was an actual thing.
No.
I'm
not the only one, because he racked up millions.
I don't know how it goes on that long when it's
neither.
illegal. So I'm a bit confused myself about how they're pulling this off. But also, Case, we see you, my guy. You got baby teeth too?
Oh, shut up.
They just straight and pearly. Don't feel bad, Rondell.
Oh,
See, I know. Amen.
Listen, I didn't feel bad at all. I just wanted to get them done.
You said you never had braces. I had braces.
I did.
These are the product of braces for sure.
So you had I had braces. I had braces too.
Boy, I was
on
so
baby
mad.
teeth. On baby teeth.
On baby
Really?
teeth
I had
too.
braces on baby teeth.
Interesting.
Stupid.
You were mad about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, moving on. Guys, do you remember the actor who played in that movie, The Blindside? It was about an NFL player, Michael Orr, who's, moved in with his family and ends up, becoming this big old NFL player. The actor is on life support right now. Crazy. He's in a hospital here in Atlanta. He had a serious health crisis. And according to the GoFundMe that was posted about this, he's battling a blood infection that doctors are trying to treat right now. And it's crazy because so many people probably have, just a lot of sentiments toward him because of that movie. You know what I mean? He really touched a lot of people just sharing somebody else's story.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
It was a really nice movie. And
Yeah.
so they said it was something wrong with his blood or something?
Said it was a blood infection that doctors are treating. And according to the recent updates from that fundraiser, it says that he's opened his eyes, he's regained some sensation in his foot, but he's still critical and he's expected to require just therapy going forward and a wheelchair upon release. So, you just hate to see that.
Where is SAG at when y'all? Why is he's collecting money when SAG should be? This should be a SAG thing. He should have SAG. He's done one of the most iconic movies. It's a very classic movie.
Yeah.
Why is he not in SAG? And this is my argument when it comes to the Screen Actors Guild. I argue this all the time when SAG, bruh, you got to take care of your people, SAG. You got to take care of your people. You have to.
Yeah, you know what? And that's a really good point because I imagine I make you millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars and something happens to me. I go down and you just
don't look anywhere.
Prayers, thoughts and prayers. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, that's crazy. And you know what? I honestly felt like this is part of the reason why they all went on strike. All those people who are on camera and off camera in the entertainment industry, because it's like, y'all don't care about us.
At all.
Right.
It's crazy. And at that point, they were talking about putting AI, being able to use their likeness. So they're literally saying, we just don't even care about you and putting you in our movies. But if you sign this, we can just use you in maybe this tiny little part, and then we'll use your AI little model for the rest of it and only pay you, $5. it's really diabolical how they do these people.
It is, bro. Like the Screen Actors Guild needs to step up and start taking care of their people, man. Like before AI was here, like real people were here giving you good movies and giving you good TV shows and good theater and good this. So it's like, bro, for this man there should never once be an actor that has done a box office movie that has done numbers and has to ask for a fundraiser because they have crisis going on in their life. This man should not be raising money. $12,000. Screen Actors Guild should have came together and been like, hey, let's figure out a way to take care of this dude. All right? Like, how can we take care of him? And that sucks.
Yeah.
But they have raised more than $12,000. It just, it does seem like, why are you asking the people for money?
Come on, bro.
Well, like, why do you have to ask the people for money? How are the people deciding, like, we will give you something for this? And, people with millions of dollars, that film grossed over $300 million worldwide. You made somebody a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
That's real
Crazy.
$300 million worldwide.
Unless he signed a bad contract, but I hope.
Come on, I mean,
hope he didn't.
That was a pretty huge role, though. And that's the thing that is kind of interesting about like contracts and how you almost need to have guilds in a sense or something to where they can protect you, because when you're a talent, you're just gonna go. Like you're just gonna take whatever they give you because you're thirsty. You want that next move, and you're not necessarily thinking about the negative implications that come on top of it. I'm not saying that he did, but I'm saying from my personal experience, he may not have like gotten paid for real from that. I don't know. I don't know.
Because we'd have to look that up. How
Yeah,
much did he make? Ooh, how much did he make? Boy, because
But I
if you
know that
tell
was
me this man didn't come away with a solid chunk of cash after that, man, that would break my heart. Because that is what happens to these people, you know what I mean, in the music industry and in the entertainment industry in general, where it's like, you're making other people millions of dollars. You people are broke in some cases. Even in the news business. Ooh, no.
Wow.
No.
Bro, my man reportedly made about $100,000 for this rolling Blindside.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, it's like when you, but like
$100,000.
To his point though, when you're first getting started into the scene, like this is your big shot. You think this is your big goal. You gonna take whatever they offer you,
but
bro.
see, that is the issue when you don't have good management and agents behind you, because even if you get a good shot, this is my breaking movie, your agent should be behind you going, $100,000? No, bro. Like, we're gonna sign this for this. We're gonna sign this for this. We're gonna sign this for this. My man didn't even get residuals for this movie. They don't even he didn't even do a profit share. Like, no profit share for this. So you screwed him. $100,000. And granted, nobody really knew how big Blindside would be.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure their budget behind Blindside was so much to where they were going to push this movie. It had Sandra Bullock in it.
Was
and
in
Tim
it.
McGraw. Come on now, dog. Like, come on.
Right.
You got, there was a super white people right there. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like Sandra Bullock and Tim McGraw. Come on now. So yeah, for you not to give my man some type of back, and also Michael Orr didn't even like the movie.
That's right.
Didn't even like the movie. So it's like, bro, it's so much, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says that the film was produced by Alcon Entertainment and released and distributed by Warner Brother Pictures. So that is a big name that is like involved in this. And for him to only have gotten 100,000 of 300 M's
For being like the main guy.
Hold on, I gotta see how much Sandra Bullock made off of that movie. Let me see.
Oh, bro, she probably made a couple M's, brother. Couple M's.
Just off name recognition alone.
Come on now.
Sandra
What we talking
Bullock.
about?
But, there's no Sandra Bullock slander allowed in my household.
Oh, not me either.
I love Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock is one of them white people that we fight for. Yeah.
She's coming to the cookout.
Yeah. She's one of the ones we
cool,
fight
man.
for.
And in part because of that movie.
Yeah.
She was fighting for him. You know what I mean?
Very.
So, yeah, man, I don't know how much she made, but she deserves it.
She does.
My guy just deserved more. So, we do wish him a speedy recovery. Hopefully everything ends up well. I know you're looking that up.
Yeah, it says that she made approximately $5 million from The Blind Side.
$5 million.
$5 million.
Somebody else made 100,000.
Who was the main character, by the way?
He was
the main character, by the way. He was the main character, by the way.
That hurts. That hurts.
Whatever.
Ah, man. All right. Well, on that bright note, listen, man. Atlanta is no longer the world's busiest airport. Allegedly. Apparently. Do you know where it is? Not in New York. Not in LA, Chicago.
Chicago.
O'Hare was the busiest airport in the United States based on aircraft operations and the number of planes taking off and landing. And that is from the data from 2025. So we can no longer say we're the world's busiest airport.
Dang, we need to get that back.
Actually, no, we don't, because it is too full.
You think
Y'all
so?
can have it. Oh my God, I hate the lines at the airport. And I got TSA pre-check.
Yeah, I love the airport.
Do you?
I love the airport. Let me tell you, man, when I go on any vacation, I am at the airport 2 to 3 hours early.
Just to enjoy it?
Just to enjoy that. Because the airport, I think people have gotten out of the airport is supposed to be an experience. You're not supposed to go and by the rush to get on your flight. You're supposed to go in, bruh. First of all, Hartsfield is a beautiful airport. So it's like,
that's true.
Go experience there. Go hit a terminal too.
Don't get on the plane train. Go down and get on the little moving sidewalk.
And then if you do hit the plane train, get off at each stop. Go hit a terminal. When I was drinking, I would go to each bar at each terminal, bruh. Like literally, I would hit a bar at each terminal and hang out. You never know who you might meet. I done met some cool people.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. I enjoy the airport.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now. Atlanta looks like they're disputing that claim though. So it's a little beef right now going on between O'Hare and Hartsfield Jackson, because they're saying that, okay, so sure, Hartsfield Jackson, Atlanta reported 807,000 aircraft takeoffs, and O'Hare reported 857,000 aircraft takeoffs, but Atlanta is expected to lead. This is what some of the officials was saying, that Atlanta reported 792,000 commercial passengers, and they said that the passengers are what really count, while O'Hare only had 774,000 passengers. So it's like, they're like, what data are you going based off? What data are you going to use? Because we think that the amount of passengers that we push is what makes us number one. But O'Hare is saying, oh no, it's the actual flights.
Do they get like an award or something? Yeah. Like, why are they fighting over this? They got nothing better to do. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Atlanta is so petty too, because they was like, look at us, we even got more military people that ride on to our air flight and airlines also. So it's crazy, man. It's interesting. We beefing. I'm sticking beside Atlanta. Hartsfield Jackson, I'm with you.
Oh yeah, I love Hartsfield.
I do too. They do smoothly get you, through. You know what I mean? For how busy it actually is, lines, are where they are, but they'll get you through.
Get you through.
You know what I mean?
Get you through, and it's fun. The airport is fun. Y'all go enjoy the airport every once in a while, man. Oh, y'all don't realize how much I love, because when you in the airport, you know you going somewhere.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Exciting.
It's exciting. You know you going somewhere. You're not in the airport just to hang out, but you know, like once you get there, bruh, I'm about to get a bite to eat. Might stop by the Chick-fil-A at Terminal B. Might go up to the Chili's at Terminal C. I know where all this is. I know where all this is. You know what I'm saying? And then you get your little bite to eat and you hang out.
That is a flex though, because sometimes you get to the airport and I'm like, man, I don't know what I want to eat is. But I do know about that Chick-fil-A. I do know about that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And everything on F. Do you ever go to F?
I've never been to F.
Are you serious?
Nah.
Oh, they got a whole food court.
Word?
On F. Yes.
Oh, I need to slide.
They got like an Italian restaurant. They got a Varsity.
What?
They
need to slide to F. Wait.
They got a couple.
You ain't been to...
What?
He ain't been to the airport at all.
Wherever
never been on a
Spirit
flight.
Airlines is,
What's your
I'm
terminal?
at Spirit Airlines.
Is that D?
That's where,
Is that D?
Whatever Spirit Airlines is, I'm on that terminal.
Come on.
You got to get off the plane train, walk to the MARTA bus, hop on the MARTA bus, go to another airport to get the Spirit.
I think they got a Popeyes.
Yeah.
That's like it.
They throwing chicken at you. Here you go, dog.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Man, also, everybody's wondering who is going to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
We saw Marjorie Taylor Greene say, I'm up out of here. I no longer want to do this whole lawmaker thing with you guys. This is corrupt. This is just like stupid. We can't get anything done. So she stepped down early because she was going to have to run for re-election. And she was basically saying, that's about to get real ghetto and I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm leaving. And so now this weekend, there are 17 Republican candidates trying to take her seat, basically. So this weekend, they're going to have this whole event where there's going to be a multi-stage forum process to basically narrow the field ahead of a special election. So in other words, they know that y'all don't know who to pick out of 17. So we're just going to narrow these down right now. So this is a forum happening on Saturday. It's designed as a kind of a meet and greet situation. The candidates are going to have individual tables. Voters can talk to them directly, ask them some questions. Everybody's going to get a little passport situation that's stamped after visiting, which each candidate and the completed passports are entered into a raffle. So they made it fun. But yeah, man, so that's how everybody's going to decide who is going to be eligible to run for the seat.
What? That is the wildest way to pick.
A little Hunger Games action.
Yeah, that is the wildest way to choose. Who go sit somewhere that's important? What?
I think that's because I think you get to ask them directly, like, so what do you think about this? What do you think about this? You know what I mean? Otherwise, they really don't care what we think.
All right.
This is probably the only time, actually, they care what you think.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because they're going to get in Congress like Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying and just say, bump y'all. Like, whatever the people want, we don't care.
True.
We need to listen to the lobbyists and the people who are paying us, you know, so...
Yeah, I thought it was so interesting. So it's actually 22 people in total that's running. So that's 5 Democrats, 17 Republicans. Why do people want this position so much, you may be asking? I mean, I think what they're trying to get to is like a closer, because Marjorie Taylor was so close to like the Trump administration. They're thinking that when they fulfill that spot in that position, they might be able to have that same closeness with the administration also.
I think it would depend on how they come in there and act. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene was like a bulldog for Trump. You know what I mean? She was going down with that man. He went over a cliff. She was going with them. Up until last year, when it randomly changed. I don't know what went on with Marjorie Taylor Greene. In fact, you can even see some of her recent tweets from just what happened in Minnesota, I should say. She was basically saying, and it's, it's a lot. You can screenshot it if you're looking at this online, but she's still on the wavelength of taking steps away from what the Trump administration was saying. Of course, now we have an update that Trump himself is kind of also distancing himself from what some people in his administration were saying. But she came out, from the rip and was like, this whole thing is a disaster. And does anybody remember the health care that the Republicans promised that they were going to have figured out when the government was shut down last year? She's calling it out. I don't know what is going on with this lady or why she just 180'd like this. Again, she would probably argue that the Trump administration 180'd and she has been standing on business and firm on what she's always been saying. But I respect her a lot actually for this, because it's very hard to be in politics and change, allegiances or shy away from what the party wants to do. Not a lot of people are doing this kind of stuff.
So what questions would you ask these people I'm specifically asking you, Lana. What questions would you ask these people if you were able to ask them at the multi-stage forum? Like, what would you?
I would ask, number one, how do you plan to work with the other side?
Okay.
Because I'm so sick of just the constant infighting. I don't want to see it. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. So how are you going to make sure you are working with the other side to make sure things are happening for me? I would also ask how they plan to make sure anything happens at all that's in my interest, and how many times they plan to come back to the community and give like a town hall or just some kind of status update. Because what Marjorie Taylor Greene was saying previously is that they get into Congress, they introduce all these bills, aka this is what I would like to see happen for my community, or this is what I would like to see happen for America, and then the leadership just does nothing with it. They don't call it to the floor for them to discuss, so it goes nowhere. So I have all of these ideas that I told you back at home, and I get there, I can't do anything. I want to know how you think you're not just talking to me right now, and how you actually think you're going to pull this stuff off.
To your point, another question that I would ask is, how much money are you making right now?
Who's funding you?
And then when you get out of office, how much money are you anticipating to get once you get out of office? Because I'm looking at it right now. This is just online speculation. Net worths online is always iffy, but I'm seeing that she's made like millions from being in this position.
A lot of these lawmakers are coming out on real good. After being a lawmaker, are you making millions from anything that they have done for us?
Not at
How
all.
are y'all all making millions? Because the salary is not that high to be a
Mm-hmm.
lawmaker. So something's happening. That's a good point. Who's funding you, and how do you plan to be making your money?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we got questions. That's a go to. So if you go there, make sure you ask it on behalf of us.
I might be there.
I might be there.
I might be there.
You're not even a constituent. But that is going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.